Hey, Meghann, Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now, it's Saara and Mike McLoughlin. How are you keeping?
Hi, how's it going?
Well, I
Hi,
have to
Meghann, how are
say,
you?
how are the nerves tomorrow night, home of the year? You're the finalists. And I said, I know the finals already been recorded, but how are you guys feeling? We're going to see it on TV.
A little bit nervous, but looking forward to it at the same time. It's been a great bit of excitement.
Yeah, I think all the hard work has been done now, so it's going to be just fun from here on out. It'll be over before we know it.
I know, and it's been an incredible series, I have to say. And I think I've seen pretty much every single one. And I suppose because we're all at home in lockdown with restrictions, that we're watching more and more TV. But so bring us back to entering home of the year and what it was that you decided to go for it.
Well, we've been asked for a few years in a row to take part, and the first couple of years I had to say no because we just really felt the house was not ready for it. Um, and Mike told me not a hope that we'd make fools of ourselves if we this. So, but last summer, then after we got the attic converted and the producers were calling again, we were kind of like, okay, let's just do it now.
Yeah, we had a lot of work that we wanted to get done in the house to have enough rooms to show on it. So once we got the attic done, it gave us that extra little bit of space and one more room to impress them with. So and give us a bit more room to tidy things away and put stuff up as well. So,
I love
yeah.
it. I love it. I have to say, I remember seeing the conversion actually, and you were sharing it all on Twitter at the time because I remember seeing it being like, oh my God, wow, this is like the colors and everything. And am I right in saying, Sarah, that you're the brains behind all the colors and the decorations?
Well, most of it, but Mike does come up with ideas, and he would be looking into like technical side of things. Like he spent weeks and weeks getting the right type of invisible hinges for one of the doors that turned
Yeah.
into just a complete job and half. But like he will get things done as well, whereas I might not have the patience to spend that much time on one little detail. So,
We like it's funny. I was just building Lego downstairs with Lily, and Lily's more like me. She likes to look at the instructions and figure things out, whereas Sarah likes to tear ahead with the work and get straight into it. So we kind of work well together in that way. In that I will figure out the sort of technical stuff, and Sarah brings the creative stuff and the style.
Well, creative and style is certainly what I could say about your home, because I remember when we obviously all saw it on TV, I was just like, whoa. I was like, this is just like I just loved it. I was like, sometimes I was like, can the camera just not be on the judges and just focus on the room and let me have a good look at all the stuff? And I feel like it must be like an incredible place to live and just to be able to. I feel like there's always something to see. And do you find that when you're sitting in a room that you're just always seeing maybe things in a different light, because there's just it's like a feast for the senses. I just thought it was incredible.
I guess that's how our home is to us. Like everything in here has some meaning, and it's things that we've chosen to look at. So obviously we like them and we enjoy them, and they make us feel happy, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think like we try to put our personality into it as much as possible to make it about us. So like when you come into the house, into the hall, it's music first is what you see. So we've got all our records up on the wall, all the signed records and that, and then we've got posters of the bands that we like in there. So you get an introduction as to who we are from the second you come in. Like I know in the episode, Amanda wasn't too keen on our kitchen in particular. She thought there was a lot going on in there. But like that photo wall that we have there is, over 100 years of family photos. So it goes back to great grandparents and photos on the wall. So there's a lot of history there, and that's what we want. We want to be surrounded by family, surrounded by stuff that we love. It makes it a happier place.
It does. It just looks like a really fun place to be, because that's when I went when I went into your home, when RTÉ went into your home and the whole lot of us went into your home with them. I was like, this just looks like loads of fun, and I think that's what I loved about your house too. And because your house has stood out for the whole series because it is so different, and I think I found a lot of the episodes. There's a lot of like glass and white walls, and I know Amanda loves the white walls and loves the glass and loves the plain colors, but like I think that's the whole point of Home of the Year, is to be different. And that's one thing with your home, it's different. So for you watching it on the night with the rest of us, as I said, when we all went into your home, what was it like seeing like the judges in there walking around, and also of course like hearing Amanda's comments and just having like the whole of Ireland watching, being inside your house?
Well, I guess we kind of expected that Amanda would probably not be too mad about the house. So we were prepared for that. And I think it's nicer to focus on the positive, and Hugh's comments and Susie's comments were both just so good that I'm still smiling about Hugh saying that my eyes are alive walking in the door. And I thought that just, that's fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, getting a 10 from Hugh and a 9 from Susie was, incredible, and that made us very, very happy. Yeah, like Amanda's entitled to her own tastes as well. We knew it wasn't going to be for everyone. It's our home. I mean, we can't do the big white glass box thing here because people have to live in these estates in the suburbs or not Limerick, so
yeah,
we wanted
reality.
We wanted to show somebody that you can have a bit of fun with your standard 3-4 beds MED in an estate that has 160 identical houses around it, and you can make yours stand out and make it a little different to everyone else's. And you can do it on a budget. I mean, we've done most of this just with paint and standard furniture and thrift shop finds and stuff like that. So there's we haven't put a huge fortune into this. I mean,
no, not at all.
The first big spend we've done is the attic, and that was just putting the crown on the house then for us.
Oh yeah, no, it's have to say it's just magical. Now, from your home aside, from what you've seen and all the homes, is there one now that stands out in your mind, one of the other finalists that you think, okay, yeah, that's going to give us a good run for money?
I think there's so many. Like the standard of houses that they've found for this season has been just amazing. And even like so many of the houses that didn't make it to the final and could have just as easily. Like I don't think, it could have been anybody in the final out of all the 21 houses. So many absolutely stunning homes. I don't know. Would it be fair to pull out any?
I like all of them that have gotten into the final, and I mean, there's a great amount of Limerick representation in there as well. Like Jen Sheehan is there with the Workers' Cottage, and last night's episode, Kate and Keane, like they got through as well. They're from Limerick originally as well. Even
Jen was on last night.
Jen Connell was on last night as well. Used to hang out with her up in the high stool back in the day. So. It's mad. We ended up actually knowing quite a few people who were on it, and not knowing them from like from Instagram interiors. We knew them from beforehand, and that. So it's there's a lot of people to root for in the final. For us, like, we're just happy to have gotten this far and got to it. I think we're probably accepting of the fact that we probably need all 3 judges on our side. So we'd need Amanda to walk into the judging room and go, "Can I surprise you all? I actually love clutter and gallery walls now."
I've changed my mind.
So look, we'll see how it goes. But look, I'm incredibly proud of Saara for getting us this far.
I have to say it has been an incredible series, and I just think it's like they pull up outside a house and you just don't know what to expect. Especially you mentioned some of I find the houses there, like obviously there's the ones that you see and they're these architectural glass houses, but then there's the ones that you said, like, you're in an estate and you want your house to be different, and it's like you open the door and suddenly it's like this, it's amazing, like this incredible like journey to go through. And then as you mentioned some of the ones in Dublin, like the small little cottages, again, that from the road looks like a little cottage, then they open up the door and it's like, what? Where do these come from? It's like, and that's what I think what people love. Like, it's for me, for the series, it's been seeing like these houses and then suddenly not realizing what's going to be inside, and then they open the door and it's just like, wow. And I think they're the ones that I like, between yourselves and those cottages in Dublin, like they're the ones that I just personally think are like class, because you just don't know what you're getting until the door is open.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of imagination that goes into turning something really standard, ordinary, into something else entirely. Like it's not the easiest thing to do. Like having something very basic and standard is not it's a tricky kind of starting point, but if you put your heart and soul into it, you can absolutely turn it into something else.
Oh yes, incredible. And Sarah, I have to say, when I get my own house, I'm going to have to ask you to help me make kind of a party room slash like dining room area that's just going to be pure fun, because I just was like, every house should have like a fun room that just has all that color and all that memories and everything, and just like somewhere special. I think that's what I took from the series as well. And even the wall behind you there, the pinks and the greens I've seen in your home, I'm like, oh my god, yeah. And I found, like, I think so many people, I feel like, are watching the series with the pen and paper, writing down all these notes, because it's like there's so much in houses that I think we maybe just grew up with this whole idea of just having plain walls and a matching bed and throwing up picture that matches and color coordinate and everything. But I think what I've seen from the show is that, no, as you said, you have to put your personality into it. You have to make your stamp, and you have to make it your home as well, because you're the ones living in it.
And especially over the last year, like, everybody's spending so much more time at home, and the walls can feel like they're closing on you. So if you're going to spend so much time there, you might as well make it a happy place and somewhere that you actually enjoy being. So that's what we've aimed for here. And it's funny you talked about the party room. They didn't show a lot of it in the show, but we, like, the garden is where we're waiting, counting down the moments for restrictions to lift, so we can have friends over for barbecues again, and get out there. And yeah, it's something to look forward to this summer, hopefully.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, Saara and Mike McLoughlin, finalists on Home of the Year. It's on RTÉ tomorrow night, 8:30, RTÉ One, I should say. The very best of luck from all of us at the Limerick Post, and of course Limerick. We're all behind you, and we look forward to seeing even more of your home. And as I said, thank you for letting us all in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meghann.